The Dallas Cowboys have had one of the more intriguing NFL offseasons thus far, and a lot of people thought they did a bad job, right? Outside of Dallas Cowboys fans, man, they were like, what are they doing adding a bunch of guys who have proved nothing so far in their NFL career? And Kenneth Murray, Kyer Elam, Jack Sanborn is a little bit different. Peyton Turner, right? There's a bunch of guys that they added that are, have good potential, but haven't really showcased anything yet. But man, what I will tell you is things are changing very quickly in terms of the guys that they added. In this video, what I wanted to do was break down everything you need to know about OTAs, the guys who have stood out, the guys who are looking really good, and some guys that we think could possibly break out going into this season. The aura, the energy, everything feels different with this Dallas Cowboys team, from Dak to Joe Milton, right, to CeeDee Lamb to all of these guys. So we're going to break down everything. Before we dive in, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and check out this clip from Michael Irvin, who is actually at practice. Take a listen.
And I got my Tyler boys right there. What's up, Mick? What's up? The Tyler boys got, the line looking like they're looking. I'm telling y'all, I walked out of there real excited about this season. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people going to be sleeping like I don't know what. You going to sleep, and then we going to creep. Right? Everybody talking about Washington. Everybody talking about Philadelphia. And then the Cowboys got the hardest schedule we ever seen. Oh, my God, this is about to be. Oh, my God, oh, my God. No. What y'all are trying to do when you're saying all of that is create this fear and anxiety. But what I saw today was what I needed to see, so I can tell you that shit ain't gonna work. Because I saw a man that's trying to grab all of this opportunity that he has. And he's changing that culture. And he's done one thing that I hold true. You must make people comfortable with them two things. Competing like a mother, brother. And then pressure.
Now, unfortunately, the Dallas Cowboys media members are not allowed to post any highlights or footage or whatever it may be from practice. They are only allowed to show pictures, right, and photos from practice. So right here, you see Jack Sanborn, you see a guy like Kenneth Murray. These are two guys who have been really good so far, and I get it, it's just practice, there's no pads, there's no contact, but in terms of athleticism and understanding the game of football, understanding the scheme that the Dallas Cowboys defense is trying to run, these guys have been really good thus far. But one thing that's really stood out to me, right, is the energy, the aura of this practice. Take a listen to another clip that has to do with what the practice feels like when there.
So I thought the practice, and this was probably pretty predictable with a new coaching staff. Everything was pretty fast-paced. There was no walking between drills. Guys were running. There was a lot of energy. The coaching staff, a lot of passion. And there were some different drills they were doing than we've been used to, and that usually happens, than we're used to seeing over the past 4 years. And yeah, I thought it was good.
Now, from here, I want to talk about some notes from practice that maybe you guys aren't familiar with, or I want you guys to be familiar with. Now, one thing that's interesting is IM, right? Israel has been working a lot in the nickel, the slot role, according to Joseph Hoyt. As you see here, he's been working in that slot. Now, usually you have Deron Bland, you have Kamon Hall, or Troy Pride Jr. working in the nickel. However, IM is someone that has started to at least take some reps at that position, which is something very cool to see. Usually he's, more of a safety, strong safety than anything, but he's worked on his game a lot this offseason, and I think this could be a year he really starts to break out. Also, before we get any further into the video, do me a couple of favors. One, go follow all of the Cowboys media members on Twitter or X, whatever you guys want to call it, because without them, these videos just are not possible to make. They're going to keep us updated with all these pictures from practice every single day, and highlights will be coming soon. But also, hit the like button. Most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you haven't already done so yet. It is free, it doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Cowboys throughout not only the rest of OTAs, but from there we got mandatory minicamp. They'll take a little bit of a break, and then we'll get training camp, and before you know it, the season will be here. And keep in mind, we will be covering the preseason when it comes to film analysis, breaking down all 22 coaches' film, and then obviously regular season as well. We got you guys covered. Make sure you guys are joining the family. Here's a picture of George Pickkins, and let's get back into some more news and notes. Now, the energy between CeeDee Lamb and George Pickkins feels a little bit different. Now, what do I mean by that? There was a instance in practice where Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb tried to connect on a deep shot down the field, right? CeeDee Lamb did not catch it. It was just out of reach, did not bring it in. And guess what? CeeDee decided to, all right, I'm dropping, I'm going to do some push-ups. I got to be better. I got to make that catch. I got to be there, right? So he starts doing push-ups. And a couple of seconds later, you see George Pickkins come out of nowhere, start doing push-ups with him, right? Even though he wasn't involved in the play, there seems to be a little bit of a change of energy from George Pickkins. Now, we all know he's a big energy type of guy. However, I feel like there's a team atmosphere. There's a bonding taking place within this team. And man, does that make a difference. Now, we also heard a little bit from Dearon Overshown. He's a guy that is, going through a little bit of a rehab. He actually said after practice, it really couldn't be any better. Where I'm at in my rehab and my process is where I'm supposed to be, plus some. I know it's a process and something we're not rushing just because I look good. There's no need to rush the process. I'm going to come back when I'm 100%, when I'm ready, when I know I can touch the field and not look down and worry about my knee. I'm going to be good when I come back. I'm going to be real good. Now, this is a guy that is locked in, and I cannot wait for him to be back on the field. But again, like I said before, Kenneth Murray, Jack Sanborn, Martis, the former third-round pick of last season, Damone Clark, these guys are ready to take a massive step up until, he's ready to go. We could also talk a lot about Joe Milton, Dak Prescott. Dak's being a really good mentor, leader for Joe Milton. And Joe Milton, just quite frankly, looks like a really good quarterback right now, man. I mean, he's got so much potential. He's got incredible arm strength. And I feel like finally the Dallas Cowboys are in a position where, listen, if it continues to go downhill with Dak Prescott, you have a guy that you could take a shot on and really think or believe that he could turn into something really special. But again, I still have a ton of confidence in Dak Prescott. This is his year. He needs to be really good, and if not, things could, again, go downhill for him here in Dallas. But with that being said, I'm going to have a part 2 of this video in a couple of days. I believe they practice tomorrow and maybe Tuesday, so don't worry, guys. We've got a lot more videos coming very, very soon. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow the Cowboys media members, right? We got you guys covered. They got you guys covered, and we'll see you soon. Peace.